Hey everyone, Robert Ferringo here with Doc Sports. You can find me at www.docsports.com. I am here with your free play today on Tuesday, July 30th. Quick recap of yesterday. Had a 7-unit play going yesterday on the Reds, and unfortunately, that game was no action because Pittsburgh starter Jordan Lyles was traded yesterday afternoon. So it's very disappointing. Cincinnati dominated that game. I had 7-unit play on the Reds on the run line, and I had the over. Both of those hit easily. Basically, that wager was over before the end of the 5th inning. But unfortunately, we graded it as no action on the site because of the pitching change, which brings up a good point. Another friendly reminder, always make sure that you bet your MLB sides as listed pitchers. That will help defend you against any last-minute changes. At the books, you can either bet listed pitchers, which means that the 2 pitchers that are listed on the board, they have to start the game in order for your bet to have action, or you can just bet action. If you just want to bet on a side, if you just want to bet on a team, you do not care who the pitcher is, or if there is a pitching change, you can bet action. At Doc Sports, our company policy is everything is graded as listed pitchers, and that's what we recommend to our clients that they bet as well. So it's disappointing. It sucks to not be able to cash in on. That would have been 7 units and 2 units on the total that we would have been able to add to our total. But, I'm going to choose to look on the bright side. First of all, we had a 7-unit total that I lost actually last week that was not saved, but that was changed by a change in starting pitchers in the Seattle-Texas game. So this is just karma working its way back around. Number 2, we had the right read on the game. Pittsburgh playing terrible. Cincinnati's playing better than their numbers are giving them credit for right now. And they beat the piss out of the Pirates, and it went over. So I'm still locked in. I'm still seeing the Major League board very well. And that's proof of it. Again, and number 3, somebody traded for Jordan Lyles. He's going back to the Brewers. Someone actually traded for Jordan Lyles with the opinion that he is what ails their pitching staff, or he is going to come in and help out their starting rotation. I mean, that's ridiculous for a lot of reasons, but the good news is someone is going to be starting Jordan Lyles. He's going to get at least 2 or 3 more starts out of this. You would have to think if he was someone's big deadline acquisition. So that gives us a few more chances to bet against Jordan Lyles. So all in all, we'll take it. So that was our day yesterday. I am coming back with a 7-unit play on Tuesday, though. Again, I am undeterred. We won our game of the year Saturday. Took no action on that 7-unit play Monday, but it went exactly as I said it was going to go. So I'm feeling good. I'm running hot. I'm going to keep pressing and keep the pressure on the books. Another 7-unit play today. And if you look at the board, there are a lot of losers out there. There are a lot of just not major league caliber starting pitchers on the board today. Today is a minefield, really. And it's a who's who of who's awful. In regards to major league starting pitchers. I mean, people are really scraping the bottom of the barrel today, and it also gives you a little bit of insight into who's really struggling as we head to the trade line and who is desperate for starting pitching. So we have a 7-unit play going on Tuesday, and I'm on a plus 9,700 baseball run, a plus 14,400 all sports run over the last 3 months. So we're going to keep it going. I'll get to your free play in 1 second, and I will talk more about this tomorrow, give you some football numbers, some football stats. Thursday's the Hall of Fame game, so that'll be the first potential for our first football play of the year. I'm still going back and forth on whether or not I'm going to have a rated play or just a free play in that game, so you'll have to see. But I closed out 2018 football season on a plus 10,200 run. That was over the last 3 months of the year. It was by far the best run in the country. Okay, I more than doubled my clients' stacks with 1 unit equaling 1% of your bankroll. I doubled up my clients in the last 3 months of the football season last year, in no small part due to an 11-0 sides run in the playoffs. That's right. The first time I've ever done this in my career, I went 11-0 on my side plays in the NFL playoffs. Now, to give you a little, I'll talk more about this at length, but I hate betting all playoffs in all sports. I usually scale my bets way down in the postseason for everything but the NBA and college basketball. I scale my bets down a bit the deeper you get into the postseason. So I wasn't even playing that big last year in the playoffs, and I went 11-0. Here's my favorite number, okay? Over the last 9 years, my average football profit is $4,400. I've had 7 out of 9 years. I have had 2 losing seasons in there. That's going to happen. This is not easy to do. But over the last 9 years, over $4,000 in profit for $100 bettors every year for 9 years. I've had bigger seasons than that. Last year, I made more than that on the whole. I've had losing seasons, as I mentioned. But it's that sustained long-term profit. Basically, over the last decade, you could count on me for about $4,000 in football profit. All right, that's essentially what we're talking about. 9 years, $4,400 average profit. I'm very proud of that because that's always where my focus is with my job, is on the long-term, sustained, consistent profit. So again, we got plenty of time for football. I'm chomping at the bit at it to get at it too, but we got plenty of time for that. Today's free play. We're taking the over 9.5. Detroit at the Los Angeles Angels. Did I mention loser starting pitchers? Detroit is trotting out Drew Verhagen, okay? He is not some young 21, 22-year-old call-up that they want to see what he's got. They have been calling him up for the last 5 years, and he is awful. His career ERA is almost 6. His ERA on this season is 14.4, all right? That's not just starts. That starts and coming out of the bullpen also. In his last 6 appearances, again, mix of starts and relief appearances, he has allowed 16 runs in 7 innings. Think about that for a second, about how just atrocious that is. This guy's not a major league pitcher, all right? The Tigers, they've only won 31 games on the year. They won yesterday. Are they going to win it again today? Probably not. That means the Angels are going to light them up. But you know, the Angels, whose pitching staff is just absolutely shredded, their bullpen and their starting staff, I think they only have 2, maybe 3 starters on their roster right now. Like, they are beyond a debacle right now when it comes to their pitching staff. The relief pitching is shredded. They're going with Griff Canning today, okay? And within everything that I've read and heard about that, this is like a breath of fresh air for them, that they actually have a starting pitcher that they think they might be able to get 5 or 6 innings out of. But Griff Canning isn't any good. He's a rookie. He has not been particularly strong on the season. So this number has come down. It opened at 10, went down to 9.5. A little bit of a red flag there. That's the only reason that I have not bet bigger on this. But I'm still going to play it just on spec. The Tigers' offense stink. But this is how bad the Angels' pitching staff is that they allowed the Tigers to score 7 runs yesterday. That equals what the Tigers had scored in their previous 5 games combined. Just, you know, the Angels got torn up by the Orioles all last weekend too. Their pitching staff is just, it's rock bottom right now for the Angels. So betting the over, betting against Drew Verhagen, like, I don't even know what that guy's doing in the major leagues right now, but take that over, 9.5, 10 o'clock game. Let that be your Alamo. Got some bigger plays going earlier in the day, that 7-unit play that I mentioned. You can make your wagers early, see how you do in those 7 o'clock games. And then this is the Alamo. This is what you retreat to if you're in trouble. Actually, they lost the Alamo, so that's not, I'm going to have to work on that analogy. But either way, this is how we're going to cap our night, is with this free play, hopefully free play winner. Make sure to check back tomorrow for another free play and more updates about this week's upcoming football. In the meantime, carpe diem and good luck.